During the days of King Arthur there lived a poor woman whose tiny cottage was far from the city. She had long been a widow and had borne only one son, whom she doted on constantly. Her son's name was Jack, and he was a very lazy boy. Jack rarely thanked his mother for the many kindnesses that she showed to him, and thought that it was his right to be fed and served by her. Despite his ungratefulness, Jack's mother didn't reproach him, but continued to spoil him in every way that she could. One day, however, the poor widow had nothing more to give to Jack. He had indulged all that she had, and now they were close to starving. "Oh, you greedy boy," Jack's mother finally complained. "I've given you all that I have, but you've never shown me any gratitude. Now we have nothing, not even food for us to eat." Jack felt ashamed for a moment, but soon put aside what his mother had said. All that remained of his mother's possessions was her beloved cow. "I do not wish to see my beautiful cow sold," Jack's mother cried, "but I don't know what else we can do." Thinking that his mother would never allow him to carry out her threat, Jack teased his mother, saying that he would take the cow to market the very next day. In desperation, Jack's mother agreed, and so he set off on his way to the village early the next morning, leading the cow behind him. Along the way, Jack happened upon a butcher, who was also making his way to the village. The butcher asked Jack where he was going, and Jack told him the reason for his journey. Now the butcher was a crafty man, and never gave up an opportunity to make himself a good deal when he saw one. He asked Jack what price he might want for the cow, and offered to give Jack a collection of small beans that he carried under his hat as a part of the bargain. Jack was overjoyed with what he thought was a princely offering, and swiftly made the deal with the butcher, exchanging his cow for a small pittance and a handful of beans. Racing home to tell his mother of his supposed good fortune, Jack exclaimed, "Oh, my dear mother, look what I brought for us in exchange for the cow." Seeing the tiny collection of beans, Jack's mother screamed, and made so as to beat her son. "Oh, you foolish boy, what have you done?" she cried, grabbing at the beans and throwing them all around. Jack was sent to his room, and both he and his mother went without supper that night. When morning came, Jack was astonished to see that a very tall beanstalk had taken root outside of the cottage, where some of the scattered seeds had landed. In no time at all, the beanstalk had grown to a great height. Its mighty stalk was thicker than the trunk of an oak tree. In fact, its body was made up of 2 giant stalks, which had twisted around each other in such a way as to create a sturdy ladder.